Happy Monday. Here's the thing. Happy Memorial Day. Today is a holiday. It's a work holiday. And even though it might feel a little bit different from what your usual Memorial Day feels like, it is still worth remembering and worth taking a moment to, either in conversation or in practice, to remember individuals who have lost their lives in service in the armed forces. And so our workout today is going to be a little taste of a traditional Memorial Day workout called Murph that I did this morning, but that I'm going to share with you today, and it's going to be a version of that. And so when you go to your virtual barbecues today or your social distancing hangouts with your friends, you can tell them that you did Murph today, and they'll be really impressed. So before we get into that, and I'll tell you all about what our rep scheme is going to be like and how we're going to manage the movement, go ahead and stand up and let's get moving. So around the world, roll out one ankle, and you can see that I'm wearing flip-flops. I'm going to do this all barefoot, so you don't need any special equipment to do this. If you know what Murph entails, I'll set your mind at ease. You don't need a pull-up bar. We're modifying the movement. So it will be a body weight workout that you don't need any special equipment for. Go ahead and switch feet. I hope everybody has fun plans for today. Sort of. This is such a weird time. All right, step your feet together. Big circles with the knees, the ankles. And let's get some arm swings and some nice deep breaths. Inhale. And some arm swings, some hugs. Swing right over left, left over right. Right over left, left over right. One little preview for today. We will probably go a little shorter today than usual. I don't think I hear anybody complaining about that. I figured since it's a holiday and since I'm making the workout a little bit different, and it will probably be challenging to some degree, so I shortened the time domain a little bit. All right. Let's get some big hip circles, swing the legs, or step the legs nice and wide and get some nice big circles with the hips. It's a beautiful sunny day in Southern California. And I can already hear the honks of the beach traffic down on PCH. Boy, am I glad I'm not down there right now. Okay. Couple neck rolls to the right, to the left. I gotta tell you, I had a crazy headache yesterday that I think had something to do with some handstands that I was doing the day before. And I think, maybe I got out of adjustment or maybe just getting upside down and not being used to that resulted in a terrible headache. So sometimes it's nice to get a nice stretch with your neck and some rotations. Okay, so go ahead and if you're on a mat or if you're on your lawn or on your carpet, go ahead and lie down on your front side. Let's get some scorpions to the right, to the left. Pick one leg up, cross it over. Oh, feels so nice. And then while we're here on our front side, reach the arms forward, point the toes back. Supermans for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flip it over onto your back. Scorpions on your back side. Oh. And here on your back, let's take it through some sit-ups. So for our sit-ups today, I encourage you to do butterfly sit-ups, where you would bring the soles of the feet together, create a butterfly with your knees, and then as you sit back, do touch the ground overhead, use your arms to create some momentum and swing it forward, and then do touch your toes, all right? And so the reason it's important to maintain full range of motion and standards of movement is because when you start to incorporate a high volume of movements, this kind of sit-up takes more time and recruits more muscle fibers than this kind of sit-up, all right? There's just less range of motion and also less benefit to you in your muscular endurance. So that is your butterfly sit-up. Let's go ahead and get 5 of these together. Touch the ground overhead, swing the arms, touch the toes. If doing a butterfly sit-up is hard on your low back or your hip flexors or if for any reason you just don't love doing a butterfly sit-up, a straight leg sit-up would be a good replacement for this. So having your legs out straight creates just a little bit more of a counterbalance for your upper body. You can feel a little bit more stable. And so same rules though, do reach for the toes as you sit forward to the degree that you have the hamstring flexibility for it. Okay, go ahead and stand up. Let's take it through a few reverse step lunges. Tap the back knee to the earth, right, left, right, left. All right, and then come back to the top of your mat. Step your feet hip distance apart or slightly wider. We're gonna take it through some squats. Keep the body weight in the heels. Drive the knees out to the side as you sink the hips below the level of the knees. Stand up. Let's take it through 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, take it back down to the ground, and we're gonna warm up our push-up. We're not gonna do a ton of push-ups though, because we will be doing a number of push-ups in our workout together. And so I'm not gonna just totally smoke your push-ups here in the beginning. Start with in plank here at the top of the push-up. Tuck the tailbone under, nice and strong with the core. And just to start to build a little bit of strength and stability in the shoulders, let's do a few little shoulder taps here. So try picking up one hand and tapping your shoulder on the same side, or you could do opposite side if you want. Really nice and strong with the core. Press with the shoulder, right, left, right, left. All right, now come back to a regular high plank. And then let's start with knees down. Go ahead and lower the knees down and just get 5 push-ups here. Okay, so push-ups with your knees down would be option 1. Push-ups with a transition push-up where you have your knees up on the way down and down on the way up would be option 2. And then option 3 would be a standard push-up. I've talked about this before, but having an elevated, I prefer elevating a push-up as a modification too. So if you have a step, like I've even got a little step on my patio here that would be great to use as an elevated push-up. So you could do it on the bottom step of a stairwell, or you can grab a chair, a bench, a cooler. We've done that before. I'm actually gonna do an elevated push-up today because I've already done a lot of push-ups today, and so I'm gonna keep mine elevated. I'm gonna do the same volume, but I'm decreasing the intensity ever so slightly. So go ahead and locate a piece of furniture or a location for your push-ups today. I'll be right back. And I know a lot of you are probably wondering, well, Cecily, how many push-ups are we talking? How many squats are we talking? How many sit-ups? Let's talk about that now. Okay. So Um, the workout today, just so you're not stressed and worried about it, I'm going to tell you exactly what we're going to do, and then I'm going to talk about the history of Murph and who this individual was that we are honoring today. So the workout that we are doing together today is a 5-minute run, and then followed by 5 rounds of 5 sit-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats. So 5 rounds of that, and then a 5-minute run. I am expecting that this will take between 15 and 20 minutes. All right, because a 5-minute run, that's just 5 minutes. There's no like differences in how long that takes different people. Like that's time priority. And then the 5 rounds of 5 sit-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats. We're going to work together to make sure that each round lasts about a minute for you. And we're going to do a practice round to get your work and your modifications into a minute per round. So don't get too wrapped up in how long it's going to take you. I'm confident that we'll finish around the same time. Okay, so just a quick conversation about what Murph is and who Murph was. Murph is the workout that we're doing today. The standard, the full length, original, if you will, workout that people do on Memorial Day is on a running clock, a 1-mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, and a 1-mile run. And traditionally, you would perform that whole workout while wearing a 20-pound weight vest as like a proxy for body armor, the body armor that you would wear in the military. And the reason that is a popular workout on Memorial Day is because it's in memory. It's the favorite workout of Lieutenant Michael Murphy, and he's a Medal of Honor winner. And I'm going to read to you a little bit about him and why we are honoring him by doing his favorite workout today, or a version of his favorite workout today, because like I said, you're not doing pull-ups today, and you're definitely not running a mile run. Lord knows I'm not doing that. Okay. Michael Murphy, 29, was killed in Afghanistan's Kunar province in late June 2005 during Operation Red Wings. After 30 or more enemy fighters besieged their 4-man SEAL team, wounding all 4, Murphy ignored his own injuries and fought in the face of almost certain death to gain a better position to call for help, according to his Medal of Honor citation. He exposed himself to direct enemy fire while maintaining his position to communicate his location and a request for support, continuing to engage the enemy until he was mortally wounded. He was the first member of the Navy to earn the country's highest Medal of Honor since the Vietnam War, and his sacrifice has been widely honored with memorials and tributes. Many veterans and others have taken to perform one of his favorite workouts, dubbed Murph, each Memorial Day. So that's a little bit of the history about who Michael Murphy was. 29 years old, gave his life. And his favorite workout is what we are doing a version of today. And so this is a commemoration. And so I encourage you to, particularly during the 5-minute run, or by the way, jog or walk. All right. And so scale this movement to what you're comfortable with. And also, I'm barefoot. I'm just going to do laps in my yard and in my little parking area. So I'm not like lacing up my running shoes and finding like a route or something like that. And so just for 5 minutes, keep moving. If you are stuck at home and can't leave because there's a child nearby, just do walking laps around your living room or up and down the stairs. Just find something that you can keep moving for 5 minutes. And I encourage you during the 5-minute run to maybe do it in silence and maybe have this be more of a moment of reflection and a moment to maybe experience some gratitude for the freedom that we have that has been paid for through the generations at a very high price for some people. And so that's why we're doing that together today. And then after 5 minutes, you'll come back in and I'll be here at the screen with you. You'll be at your screen and we'll perform 5 rounds of 5 sit-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats. So 5 sit-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats, 5 sit-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats, round and around for 5 rounds. And then we'll finish it out with a 5-minute run together. So we'll all go out at the same time and all come back together at the same time, and we'll finish it up with a little bit of stretching. Okay, so just a quick conversation about scaling. For the sit-ups, we talked about a butterfly sit-up or a long-legged sit-up. So those are two options for you. The push-ups are probably going to be what is challenging, because the push-ups are the sort of thing that, like, those get old really fast and those get really challenging really fast. And so let's start to think about, maybe think about picking a scaling that is on the easier side for you, because if you haven't done the math, the total volume of push-ups you're doing today is 50. You're doing 25 sit-ups, 50 push-ups, 75 squats. All right, so 50 is not a small amount. That's a lot. So do scale it a little on the easier side for you, because they will add up quickly. And then 15 squats. Squats are squats. So I don't know how you would exactly modify those. I think you could modify them by going a little bit, not quite so low, not full depth. But I'm confident that with the amount of squats that I've been having you do, squats and lunges, I'm confident that you can make it through 75 air squats together in this workout. Okay, so before we get started, I want you to take it through a practice round. So all together, I'll do it too. We're going to do a 5, 10, 15, and just kind of see how long that takes. You should have a timing device near you by now, and so a clock or your phone or something like that. And so I'm going to peek at my clock, and I'm going to start in 19 seconds. So 5 sit-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats, and I'm expecting that it takes me about a minute to do. So if you're starting with me, we're going to start in 8 seconds. This is just a practice round. 2, 1, go. Okay, so mine took me a minute. I think that's a good scaling for me. I'm using the chair for my push-ups. I'm over here by my screen, so if anybody has any questions about scaling, or if you want any feedback from me directly, feel free to either unmute yourself and you can just ask, or you can direct it to me in the chat. I'm happy to provide you ideas. But do remember that practice round that we just did was while you were fresh. And so if you just like blazed through that super fast, that's probably a fine scaling for you, because you'll be doing more and more of that. So remember, it is a holiday, so I don't want you to just destroy yourself today. Okay, so nobody chatted or unmuted, so it sounds like you guys have a pretty solid grasp on what you're going to do for your scaling. So grab hold of your timing device. We're gonna head out on our 5-minute run, and then if we're all starting at the same time, we're all gonna be coming back at the same time. Like I said, 5 minutes of movement, all right? So it could be a run, it could be a walk, it could be climbing stairs, it could be jumping rope. I mean, yeah, do something that incorporates some movement, some light cardio activity. And we're starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, and we are back. All right. If you have already made it back, go ahead and get started on your 5 rounds. 5 sit-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats. 5 sit-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats. Keep track of your work. If you're just making it back, go ahead and get started on your 5 sit-ups, 10 push-ups, and 15 squats. Once you finish your first round, get right into the next one. Keep going. Continuous movement. Keep it up. You're doing great. I just started my 3rd round. And I'm breaking up my push-ups into 2 sets of 5, just to take a little break halfway through. I might also eventually break them up into sets of 4, 3, and 3 as I start to get a little more tired. Oh. Starting round 4 over here. Keep it up, you guys. Okay, I'm about to start round 5, but I just want to say before I start to head out that as soon as you finish your 5th round, go on out on your 5-minute run. So grab your timer. You are in charge of your timing on this 5-minute run. And so we're all going to come back in at slightly different times based on when we finish our 5 rounds. I'm about to start my 5th. Heading out on my 5-minute run right now. I'll be back in 5 minutes. See you soon. Okay, I am back. If you are back, do you mind turning your video on just so I can see who is back? I'll go ahead and get started with oh yay, Zara's back. Awesome, yay, awesome. Kyle and Penn, yes, you're back. Hi, Erin. Oh, you all beat me back. Amazing. Okay, so let's Brittany, when you're back, go ahead and turn your video on if you are back. And then everyone who is back, go ahead and have a seat and let's start stretching. Here, I'm gonna see if I can turn this back on so I can keep talking to you. Okay.
Great. Okay, so have a seat. We're gonna finish out with some leg stretches here. Nice job, by the way. I didn't want to like play it up too much. Go ahead and let's start with some hamstring. I didn't want to play it up too much because like Murph is a challenging workout, and what we did today is a version of that. And so I didn't want to scare you, but that's pretty legit to do. Even a miniature version of Murph is not easy, and so you should be proud of yourself. And we're going to stretch it out together. I know for me, the hardest movement for me was the push-ups. Go ahead and switch sides. I'm curious if that was the same for all of you. Yeah, I'm getting some nods. Push-ups are the hardest. Oh. Okay, so then for that reason, let's give our shoulders some love. So first thing I like to do for a nice shoulder stretch is get a nice wide leg stance, interlace the hands behind the back, and this might be your stretch right here in the beginning. So even just standing and clasping your hands behind the back might feel really nice, getting that stretch across the fronts of the shoulders. That might be feeling a little bit of a pump. If you don't feel a stretch here and you want to maybe fold over and start to pull the hands over the head, then that can start to deepen the stretch into and across the chest, across the fronts of the shoulders. And breathe. You can have your legs straight or bent. If they're straight, then you're getting a little bonus hamstring work. If they're bent, then you're just giving your hamstrings a little bit of a break and focusing on the shoulders here. Nice deep breaths. All right, and now let's get the back sides of our upper arms, our triceps. And so go ahead and take your arm across your body. Now we're getting the rear deltoid, a little bit of tricep here. So if you weren't already planning to, give yourself a nice big glass of water after this, because those volume push-ups will definitely lead to some soreness over the next few days, and you can help your body flush that out by staying well hydrated. Go ahead and switch sides. All right, and then let's take it up and over across the back, stretching out the tris. So for those of you who are curious, if you've never done Murph before, or if this is the first time you've heard of such a workout as Murph, the standard workout, which is, like I said, a mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, and 300 squats, followed by a mile run, takes about anywhere from about 45 minutes to an hour and 15 usually. The fittest people can do it in the 30-minute range. And to make matters worse, the standard prescribed version of the workout is with a 20-pound weight vest. So it's pretty gnarly. But you can now brag to all of your friends that you did a version of Murph on Memorial Day. So let's go ahead and just find a comfortable place. We're going to finish out with a Shavasana because it's a great way to finish our workout, and find whether you're inside, outside, find a comfortable place for you to lie down and close your eyes, and just find some stillness here as you relax the joints, relax the muscles. And something I've noticed about relaxation as you're getting comfy is that there's always the first round of relaxation. There's the part where you lay down and the part where you become still. And then there's kind of a second level of relaxation where you take a second pass. And so maybe take a second pass through your body, and maybe you might soften one shoulder down, or slide a shoulder blade down, or unclench your jaw, or wiggle out your fingers and your toes, and truly find level 2 of relaxation, if you will. And then let's close it out with a few nice deep breaths together, exhaling all the stale air out first. And then inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. Stay here in stillness and relaxation for about a minute, and then I'll bring us out of it together. And slowly begin to reawaken the body. Wiggle the fingers to toes, roll out the wrists, the ankles. Reach the arms overhead toward the back, point the toes toward the front. Take a deep breath and a full body stretch. And on the exhale, roll over to one side. And then when you're ready, make your way back up to a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. Close your eyes when you get there. Lightly rest your hands on your knees. And notice the changes you've brought about in your body as a result of the effort that you've put in. Notice the sensations around you, the sounds, the feel of the air on your skin, your heart beating. All these things that are worth noticing and that we perhaps ignore on a regular basis and shut out. On the next inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, pull that breath to heart center. Thank you so much for working out and sweating with me. I hope you have a wonderful Memorial Day. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Cecily.